Welcome to session 2. In this session we'll look at intrapreneurship. So we start by looking at the entrepreneur's role. And the entrepreneur's role is basically three things. One, to find new and disruptive ways of doing business. So this could be in terms of process efficiencies, cost efficiencies, new uses of technology, even new skills to be learned. The second is to deliver innovative products and services. So are there enhancements available that you can open up your products to new markets with? Or are there other products or services that your company has the ability to build using its existing plant or equipment? And thirdly, to foster a culture of innovation that maintains or grows market share. So what's the difference between an entrepreneur and an entrepreneur? Entrepreneurs have many advantages over entrepreneurs, the most obvious being a regular salary. Most entrepreneurs fund themselves initially from their own pockets and often invest life savings in their ventures. There's a huge risk that entrepreneurs avoid. And as most ventures or startups fail, entrepreneurs really need to be confident in their ideas. Another advantage entrepreneurs have is access to internal resources. This may be other staff skills, plant or equipment, finance, etc. The entrepreneur has to come up with these themselves. Where the entrepreneur might have a slight advantage is that they may own a patent or a copyright and may ultimately benefit in the long run from it. However, try protecting your patent against a large company lawyer with deep pockets. The entrepreneur may be named on a patent, but generally the company they work for owns it. This is similar to university breakout systems as well. The university will generally own something invented in the university. And finally, if the entrepreneur makes it big, which is a 1 in 100 chance or worse, they'll benefit financially and in lifestyle. But many will say that the wear and tear on the body through the stress and strain was probably not worth it in the long run. So how do you identify the entrepreneurs in your organization? Do you have the characteristics yourself of an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a leader, prepared to carry the burden of new product, idea, method, etc., and lead a team in pursuit of success. An entrepreneur is an innovator, always looking for innovations and innovative ideas. They're critical thinkers, one who looks before he or she leaps, doesn't jump to conclusions, and recognizes biases in their thinking. They're visionaries. They can see an end result and how to get there. They're also optimists. They not only motivate their team, but also use this optimism to learn from mistakes. They can be passionate self-starters. They set goals for themselves and are not afraid to take calculated risks or promote themselves. They even may have side hustles going on at home. They're not strictly money motivated. They value the ability of being able to implement their ideas with full management support. They have a thirst for knowledge. They find they're always learning new skills. The more employees can learn, the greater they can put that knowledge to use in your business. And they have an ability to nurture and develop innovative ideas. They're able to back up their ideas with research and solid plans. And they're always ready to pivot, not discouraged by failure, and prepared to change course when circumstances dictate. So what are the key skills then that entrepreneurs have and should constantly practice and develop, or if they work for you, that you should nurture? First one is questioning. That is, they're always looking for the reason something is done or how it is done. Second is observing, looking at how things are done and can they be done better. Third is networking, so they're mixing with a diversity of other staff, sourcing ideas, etc. Fourth is experimenting. They're good at testing new methods or procedures. And the fifth is associating. They like joining different groups and gaining new perspectives. So we believe that innovation is not just a job, it's a career. It should have defined roles and responsibilities and career paths that stretch beyond just traditional research and development or new product development, but all aspects of the business. What does being smart mean in an innovation culture? Avoiding failure is not a sign that we're smart. Being smart is not about knowing all the answers and performing flawlessly. Being smart is knowing what you don't know, prioritizing what you need to know, and being very good at finding out the best evidence-based answers. Being smart requires that you become comfortable saying, I don't know. It means that you do not identify yourself by your ideas, but by whether you are an open-minded, good, critical, and innovative thinker and learner. In an innovation culture, there's a recognition at all levels that failure is inherent to the process of invention and should be seen as part of the learning curve. Throughout this workshop, we refer to Amazon a lot. And this is not just because of the world's biggest company, but it's because of their familiarity. Everybody knows them, everybody uses them, so there's no need to explain who they are. I want to quote a statement from Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, when he says that most large companies embrace the idea of invention, but are not willing to suffer the string of failed experiments necessary to get there. This is the key to Bezos' success. And I'd use the example of the Fire phone as one of their major failures. So this was introduced in 2014, initially priced at $199. So within 2 months after disappointing sales, the price dropped to 99 cents. And within 6 months, they took a $170 million write-down, which is mainly unsold phones in warehouses all over the world. So the project was cancelled and the staff were dispersed to other innovation projects in order to exploit the experience gained in the Fire failure. The main winner of this was the Amazon Echo, where they took the failings from Fire and applied the learning from that into the Echo product itself. And as most people know, the Echo is a huge success.